Yo, what up, everybody? Casket King here with,
Crusty Love.
and it's time for another CnC podcast.
God, it has been a long time since we did one of these.
It's been since October, almost a whole fucking year.
I know, right?
Oh, by the way, you don't have to watch the video. Put it in the background, play a video game, do whatever, jack off. I don't care. Just you don't have to
Yeah,
watch.
this could be your bedtime story. Just put it down, relax, close your eyes. You know, awkward boners. Doesn't matter.
There once was a cabin of 3 bears. A girl showed up, and the bears mauled her to death. The end.
Mm,
There's your bedtime story.
what a good story, bro. What a good story.
Why don't you tell them a bedtime story now, Krusty?
Hey, what did they call? What did you call it in the last podcast? The dick chopper offer.
I don't know. It's just random Halloween fucking bullshit name.
I know it was like, yeah, this is the dick remover or
Oh,
whatever.
the Dick Ripper. Oh, the Dick
Dick
Ripper.
ripper.
That was a great story. Yeah, you got your dick ripped off by the Dick Ripper.
Have you, man, the Steam Summer Sales is almost over. That
Yeah,
is.
less than 30 hours now.
I know, and so what games did you get?
I got so many fucking games, dude. Holy shit. I got Left 4 Dead 2, Portal 2. I got all the Bioshock games. And like 9 other games that I can't fucking remember right now.
Yeah, Portal 1 and 2, I got that packaged for $4. Pretty fucking good deal.
And eventually we're gonna play co-op for my channel, so that'll be cool.
That will be cute.
Whew, man, seriously, it's been almost a year since we did a fucking podcast. Holy crap.
I know, we were like, yeah, we're going to do one every month. 10 months later, oh, let's do one.
Yeah, we kind of let the ball drop and roll down the stairs and into the street, and the ball went down the street, and then somebody picked up the ball and ran with it. And we just now found it again in another neighborhood.
Yeah, for a while we were like, fuck the ball. We don't need the ball.
But eventually we saw it and we're like, holy shit, it's the ball.
Yeah, we
Let's
should pick
snag
that
that
up and
shit
bring it
up.
back home. Yeah, man. Oh, man. I don't know. So you don't think the new movie Pixel's going to be any good?
I don't think so, dude. Anything Adam Sandler's been in like the last 10 years has been fucking shitty.
Well, the thing is I think he has a great supporting cast. Like, if the spotlight's not on him 100%, like, as the main, if he has to share the spotlight, I think it'll be way better.
Isn't the fat guy from The King of Queens in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah, the problem is, dude, that guy's been in the last like 10 Adam Sandler movies too. It's getting tiring and boring. Get somebody new.
Well, here's the thing. The guy from, I think it's Superbad, the guy who plays Olaf's voice in Frozen, he's also a main character. And he's pretty funny. And then for some weird reason, they decided to make some guy from, what was that TV show called that everybody was like masturbating to? The King of Thrones.
Oh
Took a dude off of that and put him on there as well.
yeah, they got the midget guy.
Yeah. So I don't know. What I saw looked like it could be okay.
I don't know, dude. Like, I'm not gonna have any hope for it until I see it. Then I'll make a decision.
I mean, you got to admit though, the graphics look cool. Pac-Man running in the street, being all illuminated. That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Like the concept is good, but it's just Adam Sandler. He hasn't done anything good in a while. Like Jim Carrey, he hasn't done a good movie in like 5 years.
Well, maybe this will be the thing that separates it, because it's not it's supposed to be a serious movie with comedy relief in spots. It's not supposed to be pure funny all the time. So I'm thinking maybe that's something Adam Sandler might be able to do still.
I don't know, dude. I think he tried that before, and it just turned into pure comedy.
I think the worst movie I ever saw from Adam Sandler was Jack and Jill. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that fucking movie. I haven't even seen that movie. I don't plan on seeing it. If anyone ever gives me a copy, I will burn it with a lighter, so I don't have to watch it.
I'll tell you right now, it's worth watching once just so you can laugh at how horrible it is.
I don't laugh at bad movies, dude. I cringe.
Well, this movie would make you cringe like a mofo because it's horrible. Literally, all he does is put lipstick on a wig and then raise his voice up a little bit.
Yeah, I seen that in the trailer. I wish I really hadn't. But,
What do you think was the last good movie Adam Sandler did?
I'm not quite sure.
Like,
I'd have to pull up a list.
I was a really big fan of Waterboy.
I
That
wasn't a
was,
big fan of that one, just because I don't really like sports movies.
I mean, I hate sports movies, but I just thought it was funny. Like, because I'm from the South and he was like a Southern guy riding a tractor around and shit. And I thought it was funny.
I miss the Adam Sandler that used to be on Saturday Night Live. He was funny.
Oh my god. Speaking of Saturday Night Live, I totally miss Chris Farley.
Yeah, that dude could do physical comedy like no one else.
No one will ever be able to
He
match
was
him.
not afraid to throw himself through a window or down on a coffee table.
Like, so many times I thought he was going to have a heart attack.
Originally he was the voice of Shrek. He had 80% of his lines done, and then he died, and they had to recast him.
Oh.
I think Shrek would have been a lot more watchable if Chris Farley had been Shrek. We also wouldn't have 5 horrible fucking sequels.
Can you imagine how how old their idea for Shrek must have been then? Because he died in '94. So after Chris Farley died, they must have said fuck it and put the movie on the back burners for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But he went out like a rock star. Drug overdose in a hotel room.
Damn.
I don't know. I was watching Beverly Hills Ninja. He's so good. I don't know. I have hope though for the Pixel movie.
I have been wanting to see that new Pixar movie, Inside Out. I think it looks good, and I haven't heard a single bad thing about it.
Inside Out, never heard about it.
Well, they've been teasing the shit out of it, dude. It came out like 2 days ago.
Really? What's it about?
Basically, it's like you're inside the mind of like an 11-year-old girl, and there's like 5 emotions, and they go on an adventure in her head or something. All the emotions are casted really well. Like anger is Lewis Black. That's like perfectly cast because he pretty much is anger.
Yeah.
And then there's like joy and sadness and disgust and fear and I don't know. It just looks really good. I mean, Pixar needs a movie to like lift them up. Their last couple of movies haven't been that good. I mean, Monsters University was all right, but when you've got shit like Cars 2 and Planes 2, you need something to get yourself out of the fucking gutter.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I thought that was a crazy, what was it, Pixar theory?
Which one was that?
The one like all Pixar movies are in the same universe.
It very well could be. Pixar is a crazy company that loves to hide Easter eggs.
Like I think it's possible. I mean, pretty insane, but it's probable. If you've never seen the theory, I definitely suggest you look it up. Pretty cool. Like Valve's whole thing. Valve's got their whole universe, dude.
Yeah.
But I don't understand it. Like, how how does I figured out how Portal and what was it Half-Life fit in, but how do all the other games fit in? Like, what's the storyline there?
I don't know. They just do. It's what they've said, man.
Like, what it started out as a war between Russia and America.
I don't know, man. All I know is Portal 2 and Half-Life take place in the same universe, and I think so does Left 4 Dead. Ow! God damn it!
What was that?
I just fucked up my hand really bad. Oh fuck.
Playing with your lighter?
I don't have a lighter.
What were you doing?
I hurt myself on a mug.
You okay, bro?
Yeah, I'll be alright.
Oh man, I miss having a computer. I've had internet withdrawals all week,
Yeah.
all freaking week, bro. Like busting my balls.
So, dude, I don't know if I told you this, but people have been demanding for another podcast for a while now.
Well, here you
And
go.
people have been wondering, where have you been?
Yeah, I was off at school in Raleigh.
You want to tell them what happened?
Well, yeah.
Let's go for it, man.
So I'll try to keep this within 2 minute time frame.
Dude, take as long as you want. It's a fucking podcast. This thing will end up probably being an hour and a half anyway.
So basically, I got accepted to the school in Raleigh because I am blind. I have RP, retinitis pigmentosus, blah, blah, blah. So I'm down there and stuff, and I'm taking my classes and everything. In my dorm, it's broken up. There's 3 rooms in every suite, and 3 rooms share a bathroom. So thankfully, in my suite, I just had one suite mate. His name was Danny. Danny's kind of the hero of the story. So I've started going to classes. My first day, me and Danny went to our first class, second class, and our third class, and different classes, but I'd met Danny the night before in the dorm rooms. And then I'm out at the designated smoking area, and Danny comes by and lights up a cigarette. I was like, Danny, you know this teacher? I'm going to call her MF. I was like, you know the teacher MF? And he goes, yeah. I was like, dude, I totally want to hit that. And he goes, dude, you're crazy. I'm like, why? She's freaking hot, and she may be a little bit older, but I feel like I could do it.
You do
No
not.
way.
You do not waste any time, dude.
That was literally day one. I said that. Well, some time goes by, and I start talking with the teacher and stuff outside the class. I get her email, her personal email, and then she emails me all this, so that way I can email her my homework, and she can critique it for me. Well, like time goes by, and we're starting to talk about stuff that's not school related through email. And simultaneously, one of the students in my class that I have with her starts showing an interest in me. We'll call her Laura. Well, Laura starts showing an interest in me. So me and Laura start walking out to Poland Park and all these different places in Raleigh. And I start backing off from the teacher. I'm like, well, me and Lauren are close. And not to mention she's like 95 pounds and like 5'6" and blonde hair, blue eyes, blah, blah, blah. Like just a hottie, way out of my league. And I was aware of that, but somehow she was completely interested in me.
Dude, at this point, I don't think anyone's out of your league.
And that's whenever I sent Casket a message, and I was like, Casket, I'm playing with fire. I feel like something bad's going to happen soon because the teacher kept showing an interest in me. Somehow the teacher got my phone number and started texting me, being like, hey, you want to hang out sometime, you want to do this, you want to do that. And I was like, well, what do I do? I can't piss her off. She's my teacher. I don't want to get her fired. I could, and so I keep talking to the teacher. I keep going to go see the teacher, and things start to get serious. I realize one day that I'm getting ready to have a problem because she makes an advance towards me in a physical way. And she comes up and, like, we're talking stuff, just me and her in the classroom. And, like, she comes up and she starts to, like, brush herself against me, like, way too close, like, and she, like, grabs my hand and starts rubbing my hands with her thumbs, and, like, I knew things were serious. Like, and then she started writing me some Victorian poetry and sending it to me
Oh, shit.
over email about all the sexual things she wanted to do to me.
Dang.
And, and meanwhile,
Yo, man, cue that 17th century porn music! With them violins and shit.
meanwhile, me and Lauren are getting really close. We're hanging out all the time. Me and Lauren are not going out, but we've made out. We've gotten physical. Not have sex at this point, but definitely came close. The only problem is Lauren is a dedicated, like, devoted Christian, and I am an atheist. Did I tell her I was an atheist? Hell no. You think I'd ruin a good thing? I'm not that stupid. Well, maybe I am. I am stupid because you'll understand why. So, Lauren and I decide to go away for a weekend. We go get a hotel. And we ended up fucking like rabbits all weekend long, just going at it nonstop. Any position we could think of, anything we wanted. Let me tell you something. She had the body of a fucking goddess. Like, 95 pounds, 5'7". Like, there was not an inch of fat on that body.
Relax, Krusty. Chill out.
Okay, anyways. Where was I? So the weekend ends, and we go back to school. And Monday comes around. And we're sitting in English class. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have said that. We're sitting in class. And the teacher...
Technically, every class is English class if you're in America. Unless they start speaking Spanish in math class.
So we're sitting in a class that speaks English. And the teacher in that class is the one that, has a thing for me. Well, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she completely breaks out. And she's like, I can't stand it anymore. I got to admit it. And she comes over to me, and out in front of all the students, she's like, I'm madly in love with you. I want to be with you. We should run away together. Over the weekend, I told my husband that I didn't love him anymore and that I wanted a divorce.
Oh, shit.
And while this is going on, all of a sudden, everything slows down, and I'm like, like whenever things are just so horrific, everything slows down and time seems to stop.
It's like in a nightmare. Everything suddenly slows down. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? And then everything speeds up again.
Well, I look over at Laura, and I'm like, see this look of horror, like horrificness on Laura's face. And I stand up and I just dart the fuck out of the room. I know. Shit just went down bad. I grab my books and I dart out.
Fucking run! Crazy bitch coming.
I had it just enough time to get to my dorm room. And right as I get to my dorm room, my roommate or my suite mate, Danny, comes up to me and goes, dude, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, dude, like, I just received a text message, and everybody's talking about it. Like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, I'm freaking out. My adrenaline's pumping. I don't know what to do at this point. So I go back downstairs, and I'm talking to Danny, and Danny's like, dude, that girl Laura is saying that you and her were physical this weekend, and like you two had sex and blah blah blah, and now she's saying that it wasn't Um, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't. What's the word I'm looking for?
Consensual?
Yeah, she's saying it wasn't consensual because she found out that you're having a thing with the teacher. Well, so I'm like, dude, you know it's not the way. You know I'm not like that. You know, blah blah blah. And he goes, dude, trust me, I know you're not. And this is like 2 months after I met Danny, so Danny knows me well enough. Me and Danny hung out every day. And he goes, if I thought you were like that, I would be talking to you right now. He goes, dude, just so you know, everybody's talking about it. Everybody knows. Like, he's like, it's only a matter of time before the cops show up. He's like, you just need to be prepared because I'm telling you, it's going to happen. There's no way it's not going to happen. So I'm freaking out. I go downstairs, smoke a cigarette, and I'm smoking a cigarette, and then the cops come walking around the corner, and next thing I know, I'm in handcuffs,
Oh, shit.
and I'm being taken downtown, and shit just got real, and I am flipping out.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Well, so I'm freaking out. I'm in a jail cell for God only knows what. I don't even know at this point. And then the magistrate comes in, and I asked the magistrate, "What am I being charged with? What's going on?" The magistrate's like, "We've heard rumors. People are saying that you had unconsensual sex this weekend." I'm like, "That's bullshit. I didn't." She was, she definitely wanted to do it. She paid for the hotel room, blah blah blah. Like they had on footage of her like half naked outside the hotel room, like pinning me against the wall and shit. Like,
Shit.
yeah. So I'm like, does that look like it was unconsensual to you? So, and they were like, yeah, well, it's still what a woman says is right. So blah blah blah. Well, it turns out she didn't say that. It turns out that other people were quote unquote saying that. I get released from jail the next day. Um, I go back to school. I'm flipping out at this point. Like, nobody's talking to me. Everybody's avoiding me like a plague at school. All of a sudden, I went from being the guy on top to like the outcast. And Danny comes up to me and he goes, "Dude," he's like, "just be on your toes, man." He's like, "You need to get your shit together. You need to get your story straight because he's like, everybody is on like." Everybody's talking shit about you right now. You need to like fly straight as an arrow. He goes, dude, I've been defending you all day and all night. I've been defending you against everybody. I'm not going to let anybody talk shit about you because I know that you're not that way. And Danny stood up for me like a knight in shining armor, dude. And so I'm standing out there smoking a cigarette, talking to the only person that would talk to me, Danny. And then Laura comes and sits beside me out of nowhere. I didn't see her come sit beside me because I couldn't see. And Danny looks at me and goes, and he looks beside me. And he goes, "What the fuck do you want?" And I look, and Lauren's sitting there, and I stand up to walk away. She goes, "Don't leave. I need to talk to you." And I'm like, "I'll talk to you, but it's going to be in front of Danny. That way Danny can be a witness to whatever you say." And she goes, "Look, I'm so sorry. I never said that you raped me or anything." He was like, and I was like, "Well, what the fuck happened?" And she was like, Bob, like, I never said it. She was like, "I don't know who did." And I was like, "Well, what happened?" She was like, "After you ran out yesterday, I ran out too, and I went crying in my dorm room, and everybody was asking me what I was crying about, and I told them you." And she's like, "And then they saw the marks from the weekend, and they just assumed." And I was like, "Yeah, and you didn't try to correct them? That's fucked up." Because me and her had rough sex, okay? I had marks on me. She had marks on her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, the fact that you didn't correct them makes you a spiteful bitch because you should have corrected them right then and there. And I was like, don't fucking talk to me. I'm done with you. You've just fucking ruined my life. So I walk back inside the dorm, go back to my hotel, or not my hotel, like my dorm room. And I go and I listen to some music trying to calm down. I come back down later, and fucking MF is outside of the dorm room waiting for me. She's been sitting out there for God knows how long. When I come out, she's like, I'm so sorry for what happened. She's bawling in tears, like a baby. And she comes up to me and hugs me and freaking kisses me. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't, I'm like, I didn't know what to say. Kind of caught me off guard. She was like, let's leave. She's like, come with me right now. Come with me right now. I'm like, I can't. I'm not going to give up my schooling for nothing. And so she was like, just come with me. Come on, let's go talk. Just come with me right now. We need to talk. Just, anything she could say, she was trying to say to get me to go with her. And so I didn't go. Ended up getting the dean ends up coming to get me. I get put to the dean's office. The dean comes in and he goes, you need to tell me everything that's going on right now. And I'm like, dude, this is a long ass story. So he goes, yeah, well, your future is on the line. Because I'm getting stories from like so many people about different things. Everybody that's in the classroom already told me that the teacher confessed her love to you. So I already know that. And now I'm getting hundreds of stories that you raped somebody. He goes, you need to sit here and you need to tell me the truth because that's the only thing that's going to save, you from being kicked out of my school. And I'm like, all right, you know what? You want to know the truth? Tell you the truth. I told him everything I told you guys. And then he goes, thank you very much. And he goes, I'll be back. He goes, you sit here and don't move. He goes and leaves and he comes back. And he goes, MF is going to finish out her semester here. And then she's being fired. Like, she will not be allowed to come back here. Because, having relations with the students, blah, 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 is not acceptable. And then he goes on to say that you can't get in trouble for that, Mark. But what you can get in trouble for is what's being said here. And I'm like, look, call Lauren in here. Call Danny in here. Call anyone you want in here. Danny will tell you I'm not that type of guy. And Lauren even admitted today that I didn't leave her. That she was a spiteful bitch because of what happened between me and the teacher. And she was just trying to come down on me. And blah, blah, blah. I was like, at most, I was an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he calls Lauren in there. Has me go sit outside. A few minutes later, he calls me back in there. And he hands me a paper and says, I want you off campus in the next 24 hours. I'm like, fucking great. So I walk out. I pack my shit up. And then I call you, Casket.
Yeah, we
Hey,
had
buddy.
like a 2 hour phone call.
Yeah, me telling you everything that fucking happened. Next morning, I'm on a bus coming home, and Lauren is messaging me like a motherfucker on Facebook, on texting me, anything she could. She was having people call me from random numbers, trying to talk to me, tell me she was sorry and that she was in love with me and that she never meant for any of this to happen. And I was like, well, what did you tell the dean? Because apparently whatever you told him wasn't what I told him. And she goes, look, I told him that you didn't rape me. I told him everything that you told me, that I told you. And I was like, well, then why did I get kicked off the campus? And she goes, I don't know. I have no idea. So a couple of weeks go by, and Laura keeps trying to message me and stuff. I get a call from the dean. Apparently, after I left all the students on campus started a movement. They all started a movement to get me to come back to campus. There was a protest on campus that lasted almost 2 weeks. And I was touched. I was really touched because Danny had went around talking to all my other friends on campus. Lauren, Trixie, Lou. There was a bunch of us. Our usual, the smokers hung out together. And dude, they were all heartbroken. And they went around and started a protest. And they protested like day in and day out, crying, and anger and hatred. And apparently they got like almost 100 students to protest from me. And the dean calls me back. And the dean said, on my phone, and he goes, Mr. Amos, I would just discuss with you this protest has got to come to an end. And I was like, all right. I had no idea any of this was going on. Because after I got back, I completely alienated myself in depression. And he goes, look, I talked to Lauren. Lauren did tell me that you didn't rape her. The only reason I had to kick you off campus is so that MF could finish her semester here. He goes, you did get credited for all your classes, and you will be allowed to come back next semester. Just please talk to your friends so that they'll stop protesting and this, campus can go back to normal. And so Lauren contacted me. She goes, see, I told him I didn't rape you, blah, blah, or you didn't rape me, blah, blah, blah. And then, so I contacted my friends on campus, and I told them, and then I was like, Lauren, you're still a bitch for not telling him I didn't rape you at the beginning. And then I blocked her. And yeah, so then I'll be going back to campus in another month and a half.
Crazy, man.
And yet, Laura still to this day tries to get me to talk to her. She's still in love with me.
You want to tell him the crazy things she tried to convince you?
Oh yeah, she tried to convince me she was pregnant with my baby. She still says she is.
I'm telling you, man, you should just show up 9 months from now and be like, where's my baby? And then if she actually pulls out a baby, be like, bitch, I know that ain't my baby.
Yeah, joke's on her. I'm sterile. I can't have kids. So,
oh, that'll be great. That'll be fucking funny.
So yeah, dude, that is the crazy adventure I had since January to now. Like,
that's
dude,
one crazy fucking adventure, dude.
Like, I swear to God, my life is an after-school special. Okay?
Dude, I'd have to agree with you there, man.
I still get emails and text messages from MF as well. Apparently, her and her husband are separated. They no longer live. Waiting for the day for me to come back to school. Even though she's not going to be working there, she says she still wants to see me. Like, I feel like the story has not ended. It's only at the intermission. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, and at first it was cute. At first it was like, yeah, I'm going to be a teacher. But now it's like, she's super obsessed.
Yeah, she's like stalking you and shit.
Yeah, like she's super stalking mode, and it's kind of scary.
Dude, watch out, man. You might end up having your organs in a plastic bag.
Yeah, she could be that way, bro. Like, she could really be that scary.
You might want to think about getting a restraining order.
Well, I know that the school was trying really hard not to get the press involved, and they wanted to try to handle it themselves. That's
well,
why
I gotta say, man, they did a pretty good job, because I never seen this on any website.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job. That's why they gave me credit for all my classes, even though I missed like a whole month. That way, I wouldn't go to the press. Trust me, I didn't want to go to the press. When you're being accused of rape, you don't want to go to the press.
Yeah, you don't want your face on camera.
Yeah, no shit. Like, I know it wasn't rape. Lauren, like, everybody knows it wasn't rape. now because Lauren came out and admitted that she was just being an angry bitch. She almost ruined my life. So if any of you guys take anything away from the story, don't trust the bitch because all she has to do is say that you raped her, and you're fucked.
Also, never bang the teacher.
Yes, because even though she may have red hair, blood red hair, and perfect skin, and only be like 10 years older than you, don't do it.
Also, always hang out with the smokers because they will get shit done.
Dude, yeah, like the smokers saved my ass. The smoking group up there, if it wasn't for them, like they protested like crazy, dude. Like I checked my voicemail after 2 weeks. I had almost like 40 messages from people on campus crying on my phone, telling me how sorry they were and that they loved me and that they were going to do everything in their power.
Hey man, no crusty, no peace.
Like that right there, I was like, wow, these are people who genuinely give a fuck about me that, you know, would like me for who I am. Like, I felt so accepted at that point in my life, you know. I went from feeling totally unaccepted and unloved to accepted. It was a great feeling. It really was. But I'll make sure to let you guys know what happens next after I go back and get through this next semester.
So, dude, are we going to wait another year to do another podcast?
I kind of hope not.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be one next month. Hopefully.
Yeah, I do think we should try to keep to a 1 monther. I mean, if we can find shit to talk about, we should do it every month. What do you think?
I think I want some of this apple juice.
I think I want to play some violin. Huh? Do you guys want to hear me play some violin? Huh? Do ya? Do ya? You do? Okay.
I hope I don't get copyrighted for this.
Oh, no, you won't, because it's a rendition, which means it's not the original copy.
Yeah, they still find a way to copyright you for that shit.
Can't get copyrighted on a rendition, because it's not even in the original key. So there's no way that can get you for copyright. Right?
Oh, thank God.
As long as it's not in the original key, and it is, in fact, a rendition, which mine is because I taught myself to play this. And
oh, yeah, Krusty's been teaching himself how to play the violin.
yep, I don't know how good it's going to sound through my mic, through your speakers, and through your mic.
Yeah. So, it'll probably sound like a cassette tape from the 90s.
Awesome. That's always cool. I'm browsing up my bow right now, just so fancy.
Why you gotta be so fucking fancy, man?
Because I feel so fancy. Okay, let's see here. I got my bow all rosined up. It's got it all rosined up.
I've got an idea.
What?
Let's both come up with a random hashtag for Twitter right now. You go first.
Alright, hashtag titties are real.
Hashtag ghetto fancy.
Awesome. Love it. No. Hashtag titties are a conspiracy.
Damn straight.
Yep. And I want you to all take pictures of your cleavage and put it on hashtag titties are a conspiracy on Twitter.
Well, you heard Krusty.
You don't have to actually show your skin, and you can be a guy and do this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be a chick.
We will accept man tits.
You know, like no nudity, just cleavage, just hashtag, titties are a conspiracy. And
we'll slap the X-Files theme over that.
Yep. And what we'll do is I'll take a random selection, and I'll make a video of it. So if you want your cleavage on a YouTube video, definitely do. Is that cool with you, Casket?
You're the one doing it, so don't bother me.
Okay. Let's see here. I was practicing earlier. Tell me if you can hear this casket.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's loud.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna change speakers. Tell me if this is better.
I can't hear you at all.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, that's way better.
Okay, hold on. Tell me if this is better, okay? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, let me cut you off so that I can hear you. And then I'm gonna play some violin for your viewers at home. I hope I don't.
Yay. Get ready to be fucking classy.
All right, yeah, you guys may want to watch yourselves because the shit's about to go down.
It's the shitting around here.
All right, here we go. This is as good as it gets for me, as of right now. Okay, let's see it. Oops. There you go. Congratulations. Hope
That
you
was
enjoyed it.
fucking awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. Shit, I forget how this goes. Hold on, I gotta tighten my bow up so it won't hit other strings.
Maybe somebody will do it. Maybe somebody will do a dubstep remix.
Shit, go for it. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's way better. Screw it, I can't play the violin. Okay, I fell. Let's go suck a dick.
Hey, at least you tried. Also, sorry to all the headphone users.
Damn it, I'm getting pissed now. I was playing it earlier just fine. You play some casket.
I can play my nose.
Go for it, bro.
What song should I do?
That one you're real famous for.
I'm not famous for a song.
Oh yeah, you are. Come on, you know which song I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that famous song that you're famous for. You know that one?
Um, um, okay,
Fuck, why am I sucking so bad?
I'm gonna play that funky music white boy on my nose.
Do what?
I'm gonna play that funky music white boy on my nose.
Go for it, brah.
Here we fucking go.
Who's it for me, girl?
And there you go.
Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Hold on, why am I... What?
Yay!
Whole bunch of bullshit.
Now, if someone could just do a dubstep remix,
Go for it, people.
fucking auto tune the shit out of it.
Yeah, because it needs it.
Put in some fucking lasers.
Hey, man. I'm a noob, okay? I admit it. I'm a noob at the violin. But I'm getting somewhere. I'm making progress. As little as it may be. Can you tell what song I was trying to play?
Not really.
Not really.
Well,
I'm just going to put the beginning. You should know it. It's a song that should be engraved into your brain forever.
Cotton Eye Joe?
What?
Cotton Eye Joe?
No, it's from Lord of the Rings.
Oh god, yeah, that's right. Lord of the fucking Rings. Oh god, not. Oh god. Fucking flashbacks are happening in my brain right now. Oh god.
That's why I'm like, it should be engraved in your brain. I tried to give you a hint.
Yeah, well, I try to forget it as much as possible.
But can you kind of get it now?
Yeah, now that I know what song it is, I can hear it.
See, I've made progress.
Oh god, what the hell was that?
Sorry, my phone vibrated.
Ooh. How long have we been recording?
1 hour. I don't know, it's something.
Well, dude, do you think we should wrap this one up?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Don't forget, do hashtag whatever I said earlier.
And
I'll go back and look it up.
and hashtag whatever the fuck I said earlier. I think I said hashtag ghetto fancy.
Yeah, hashtag, what is it? Titties are a conspiracy.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I don't know, but just pictures of cleavage, and I'll go do the work from there. All right, well, I guess we'll see you guys next month, maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah, don't quote me on that, but we'll see. Peace out, Girl Scout.
Peace.